we're going to talk about creativity today. When I think of creative role models, I think naturally of my parents, and I would love to be able to have my husband and I have that same impact on our children. And I think back on my childhood of my dad and his ability to look at scraps or of a chunk of wood or somebody else's junk. For example, my boy's swing set, the slide is made out of the countertops from the restaurant he used to work at. And he took that scrap metal and he formed it into a slide that my boys have played on for hours and hours. And I see his creativity being practical and I see it being useful, but I also see it being an incredible outlet to him. And he would spend hours in his basement workshop creating. And I saw that as a child all through growing up. And I saw my mom sewing and creating clothing for us to wear. And I saw her creating quilts now that are on my boys' beds. And I saw the joy and excitement that they had from that and the release that it was for them. And I think that then encouraged me to have some sort of creative outlet as well. And they were always encouraging of that. And I hope that through my boys seeing my photography and my gardening or my crafts that I do, that they don't just see it as something that mom does. I hope that they see it as an inspiration for them to create. Anytime that my boys create something, I think it helps so much to nurture their creativity just by being very interested in what they're doing and, tell me about your picture and not just put it on the pile with all the other ones, but have them tell you about it. And I just see their little lights go on and they get so excited about it. And it's such an honor to be that person that they want to show their creations to and to be welcomed into their creative process.
What I like about building Legos is that you can design your own thing, because those little dump trucks that you just buy on the computer, little toy ones, you can't take those apart and build something new out of them. Legos, you're able to oh, look at this piece, I bet it would look cool over here, so you can take it there, or you can put it somewhere else.
I feel like when I'm photographing my kids outside, I'm hardly even thinking about anything creative myself, because I just feel like our environment is already so creative. When I see my children go outside, that's when they really become creative. They can pick up a stick and all of a sudden it's a sword. They come up with all these creative ideas because they're just surrounded by creation. And I really hope that when I'm photographing them, that it shows that it shows their little minds working and just this beautiful backdrop of creation that they have to live in. I think it just is impossible then to not be creative when you're in that environment. Whether I feel I'm creative or not, I don't know, but it's just all around us all the time. And I think when we take the time to absorb that and use that in our work, it really shows.